It's your boy Nona, and today we're going to be reacting to "Being Black in America" by Black Air Boo. This video came out a while ago, 6 months ago. So and regardless, go mess with him. Like, share, subscribe his shit, and like, share, subscribe mine too. So let's get into it.
Have you ever struggled so bad you had to eat a mustard sandwich?
Broke ass niggas.
Off rip, I ain't never had no mustard sandwich, but you ain't never known real pain till you ate a bread sandwich. Now you might be asking what a bread sandwich is. You might be just saying, wouldn't that just be two pieces of bread on top of each other? But no, it's not, because you got pain and despair in between the two slices of bread. So yeah, that is a bread sandwich.
This is a question a nigga deadass asked me the other day. For some reason, some niggas like to flex they struggle like I'm supposed to care. And then they be saying the most outlandish shit. Motherfuckers would be like, I used to eat salt and mouse traps for dinner. You ain't never struggled like me. Nigga, what? You think it can't get no crazier than that. But then the nigga come out of nowhere talking about, stop bitching. I used to see.
I'm not gonna lie, struggle leveling is insanity, bro. We gotta, as a community, we have to stop like flexing and struggle. But at the same time, like, there's nothing wrong with being like real and like expressing how you feel and like what you're going through, because you never know, there might be other people that are experiencing and going through the same things as you. So it's always good to get a different perspective of other people. But stop, just like, it's not a flex to be like, I ain't come from shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit be corny, bro. The videos be mad corny. So like, as a community, bro, collectively, we gotta stop doing that.
Sleep on the ceiling and use milk as a blanket. Like, nigga, stop capping. And this is just one example of being black in America. One thing I did struggle with as a kid, getting my ass.
But another thing is because, like, us as a community, and when I say us as a community, I mean like black folk, I feel like, a lot of us, we were born from that struggle. So like, we take pride in it. We take pride in all the little small stuff, because like, growing up, if you don't have much, you're gonna take pride in those little things, like they mean so much because that's all you have. So it's like a desperation type of mentality. I mean, not really desperation, but just like, okay, you done took this and this from me, I'm not gonna let you take no more than what you can. And on top of that, I'm gonna take pride in what I'm doing and try to push that to the next level. So I think that's where that mentality comes from, personally.
Well, I have a twin sister who, in my mom's eyes, could do no wrong. But let me even breathe wrong. Like, all I had to do was blink the wrong way, and here comes the bell like I just won a championship. One time she was about to beat me, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going. I ran out the door like the house is haunted. But here's the thing. My mom used to run track, so I'm thinking I'm all good, thinking shit's sweet. I look back, this fucking 40-year-old woman behind me moving like Tyreek Hill. I remember running to this factory nearby, begging the workers to save me. They ain't do shit. Like, you don't see Kratos behind me, bitch? Niggas just stood and watched like they had a front row seat to my execution. They probably had a parlay on my ass, talking about I got 500G pissed itself in the next 20 seconds. Like, bitch, help, I'm getting baked. And because I ran, man, that shit was legendary. You can still hear my cheese getting clapped. But so far, I've only given bad examples. There's good things about being black too. Like the fact that there's people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into the gym every day just to have a worse physique than me. But then again, I'm 21 and I don't know where my hairline is. I think somebody stole that shit. Yeah, just ripped it clean off my noggin. That shit was smooth too. They ain't even leaving any scars. Just more forehead. Got me looking like granddad from the Boondocks. And speaking of the Boondocks, that shit was lit.
Nobody likes you, Huey, cause you a gay.
The Boondocks was this anime tailored to black people. And
I feel like the Boondocks wave on YouTube has gone crazy, bro. That shit hit like crack in the 80s, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like Boondocks in 2025 on YouTube is like crack in the 80s, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
it did not hold back.
Go to show.
One episode they be trapping candy like it's literal crack. The next episode,
What the fuck did I just say?
they playing the Chinese government in a life or death game of kickball. That shit would not slide in today's society. They had this show canceled faster than my mom chasing me. I honestly have no idea how I was allowed to watch this shit at a young age. But I didn't care. My nigga Huey would educate me on the political and economical state of the world and then go catch bodies. Nigga was 10 years old and more than LeBron. And Riley was the original young nigga. Motherfucker was trying to whack Santa because he was on the naughty list and didn't get a prison. Like, little bro, you don't deserve shit. That's why you got your ass beat more than I did. This show was genuinely unmatched. They was playing with racism like how my ex played me.
Can a nigga borrow a french fry?
And speaking of racism, unlike other races, black people have no tolerance for disrespect. Like, whenever I see another race walk away from an altercation, I'm like, how the fuck he do that?
Oh,
All
God.
it takes is
Oh God. Oh God. Bro, I be wanting to crash out so bad in like just like normal situations. Only because like I feel like it's like the basis and the fact of like it's like a pride thing. I feel like black folk, we carry a lot of pride because like going back to what I said before, it's just like, you know, most of I won't say most, not probably not nowadays, but like even with that being said, like we learn from these people that have come up from these certain situations. So like we learn that, you know, pride is very heavy within our community, and like you don't let nobody play with you because we've been played with for so long. So, you know, and don't nobody want to be pushed around and stuff at the end of the day. So that's going to either force somebody to bulk up or, you know, shut up. So I feel like most of our people have been through with taking disrespect and intolerance from certain folk, even people within our community, and you know, they just turn the other cheek. So, and that's what my grandma, that's what everybody told me growing up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like that's like a foundational thing to learn within the black community. You know, you gotta turn the other cheek sometimes. You know, you can't let everybody play with you, because then they're gonna keep playing with you. They're gonna think that you're soft, and once somebody think you soft, they're gonna take advantage of you, and you can't be taken advantage of, which goes back to what I was saying earlier. So yeah, that's my perspective.
for a nigga to look at me the wrong way. And I'm ready to eliminate his whole bloodline. One time in 6th grade, there was this big ass kid, and I'm not capping, bro was dead ass like 6'4", 250. They must have been feeding this nigga mousetraps and sensu beans, cause ain't no way bro could play O-line in the NFL at the ripe age of 12. But one time, this nigga took it upon himself to slap the shit out of me while I had my head down in class. Being the crash out I was, I'm like, who the fuck did that? I gotta punish him immediately. Confidently, this nigga said me. What you gonna do about it? Bro, I'm salty as fuck, cause out of all the people to slap my ass, it was this Mark Henry looking ass nigga. But the black in me would not let that shit slide. He has tarnished my legacy. So I stand on top of my desk to level the playing field, and I start throwing haymakers. I didn't even care that my punches probably felt like squeaky toys. I kept swinging. Security had to pull me off him and carry me out the class like I won. But after the adrenaline wore off, I couldn't move my neck. Nigga paralyzed me. Nonetheless, I stood on business, even though I knew I was going to get my ass beat. And that's what we call a fucking dumbass. Any other race would have had this nigga indicted faster than Draymond Green getting ejected. But I got my neck broken for some street cred.
Pause.
On a related note, I personally never experienced racism.
Yeah, sometimes that respect should be a big thing, but that's a big killer though. And pride kills, bro. So you gotta keep that in check in certain situations. You gotta know when to, like, you know, check yourself. Be like, okay, this is probably not a good idea, even though I do feel disrespected. Where is this going to end, and where is this going to lead to? So, like, you know, we got to start thinking about certain things like that as well.
As a kid, I grew up in a predominantly black area, so I was just chilling with my niggas. And by chilling with my niggas, I mean getting in fights every day and losing. But like my mom used to say,
I'm about to smack the shit out this nigga.
Damn, she was cold with the belt. Anyways, it wasn't until I got older that I found myself in the face of racism for the first time. And you know that meme where it's like, when you skip all the side quests and go straight to the boss battle? That's exactly what I did. Because I skipped all the simple low-level shit, and bro, I found myself stranded in a sundown town. And of course, it was at night.
I'm about to smack.
If you don't know what a sundown town is, it's basically a place where if your ass is black like mine, you don't go there. Especially.
See, bro, my dad's side from North Carolina, Laurinburg, and I'm from South Carolina, I'm from Charleston. I have never in my life been to or even seen one of these places. I might have driven through one, like, you know, just driving on the highway or whatever, but like I've never even like seen these places. So like when I be hearing stories about this, it's kind of like, I don't know, it feel like folk, but I know it's not. So like, you know, if anybody's ever had any experiences with these, you know, shoot them down in the comments. Let me hear them, and you know, your insights on them or whatever you had to go through, and you know, anything like that.
at night. So I know you're wondering,
Or even if you live in one of these towns.
how the fuck do you even end up in this situation? Well, it was over a year ago. I was on an 8-hour drive to go visit some family when I started running low on gas. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, so I'm like, bet, I'll take the next exit. My nigga, I didn't see another exit for like 30 fucking miles. By the time one finally came up, my tank was on E. So now I'm racing to the nearest gas station, cause I know at any moment, this shit finna stop. I didn't pay much attention while I was driving, but something about this place seemed different. Nonetheless, I kept it pushing. Finally, I see this old ass looking gas station in the distance. I get right across the street and guess what my car does? Betray me! Luckily, I keep that thing on me. A gas can. So I happily walk my way over to this dingy looking gas station, and bro, it was so many flies surrounding the pump. So now I'm walking back to my car and I noticed something. Not a single sound could be heard. But I shrugged it off, filled up my tank, and tried to start the car. Bro, I turned it.
Rule number 1 as a black person in America: before you go anywhere, you fill that tank up. Fill it up as close to your HQ as possible. Fill it all the way up to the brim. Don't wait. If it's half, fill it. Do not let it get quarter. Don't let it get quarter. If you're going anywhere, don't let it get quarter. Fill it up. Just fill it up. That's what I do. Personal advice from Nona.
Key, nothing happened. So now I'm tweaking because why is my vehicle not cutting on? I gassed it up like the trash ass song your homeboy show you when he say y'all making it out. Nigga, we are stuck here. I didn't know much about cars at this point, so I decided I'd find someone who did. Bitch, I didn't see another human being for 45 minutes. Finally, after what felt like forever, a vehicle spawned in the distance. So I get my ass in the middle of the road. Guess what these niggas did when they came up to me? They ignored me. Niggas passed me like Ben Simmons with an open layup. I should have pulled out an RPG and blew their ass up. But now I'm uncomfortable because I couldn't understand how they could just disregard a person obviously in need of help. So about 15 minutes later, another car spawned in. They did the same shit. And then that's when it hit me.
I'm black.
And when the next few vehicles ignored me like my dad in my childhood, I knew I was cooked. Eventually, I got my car to start and made it out of there unscathed. Funny thing is, I didn't even know I was in a Sundown town until months later. Them niggas knew not to fuck with me though. Let them win and try some shit. I was itching to uppull on them. And by uppull, I mean run for my fucking life.
Fucking little bitch!
Now, obviously, there is more to being black in America than what I covered. But I don't want to get political or talk about stereotypes. I'm just giving y'all my personal experience of being an African American in the USA. Even though I'm in Korea right now. But for all my niggas holding it down, let us know some funny shit down in the comments below. Shit, even if you're not black, share some funny things that happen in your culture. I hope everyone is doing well. And if you're not,
Did you wash your butt?
also,
I mean, me personally, being a black man in America, I feel like there's good moments, there's bad moments. You know, there are things that you're going to inevitably have to face within this realm of being a brother. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I feel like if you got a good head on your shoulders and you have like a good support system, you know, you always find your way out. But, you know, the most important thing as a black person, I don't want to get into that political stuff either, but as a black person, male or female, surround yourself with good people. That's always going to help you get to the next level or get to where you need to be or even get to a safe spot. Surround yourself with the people that are like-minded with you and that are going to want to do the best for you and that are not going to lead you to your ultimate self-destruction or the self-destruction of other people. You know what I'm saying? Have good influences. Stay away from bad influences. It's always important. And, you know, that's all I have to say on the topic. And this was Double O Nona. I fuck with y'all, boy. Like, share, subscribe. Go mess with Black Air Boo. And I'm out. Peace.